Welcome to Gentle Yoga. Leo here for Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or on the Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center to check out the schedule of classes and make donations in the tip jar. Today we'll start out sitting. Just sit so you're comfortable. Doesn't have to look like this. If you want to, close your eyes and focus on your breath, which as you find your comfortable relative stillness, we'll slow down and get deeper. Feel your grounding contact just wherever you're touching down on your mat or whatever else you're sitting on. Feeling that support, stabilizing you. Feeling the grounding contractions of your exhale and the rising expansion of the inhale. Extend your senses outward from your body to take in your environment in whatever ways it is reaching you. Scan your body head to toe to take in whatever else is going on besides the grounding contact, the movements of your breath, what sensations are present. Especially noting any unpleasant sensations so that you can keep any such trouble spots in mind during practice, knowing that you're welcome to skip or modify any part of this practice. Let's take 3 deep clearing breaths before we start to move around. In through your nose, out through your mouth with a sigh. Allow your eyes to open if they're closed. Let's start at the bottom. Let's start with our feet. Lift a leg. I'm just grabbing the one in front. It doesn't matter which one you grab. Let your leg and your foot be passive and limp. With the opposite hand, grab your toes. If you can, interlace your fingers between your toes. If you can't, just wrap your hand over your toes in some other fashion that works for you. Slowly move your foot in circles to explore and open the ankle joint. Really take your time. Sometimes that's the most challenging aspect, is the slowing down, right? And let's change direction. Then release your toes. Use both arms to support the weight of your entire leg. So feel for the femur hanging in the hip socket. And rock your leg around in circles. Picture that ball and socket joint. Picture the top of the femur roaming around that socket. and change direction. And let's put that leg down, lift the other one, let it be passive, grab the toes, and roll your foot in those gentle, slow circles. And change direction. Release your toes, support the weight of your whole leg, and start the bigger circles for the hip. And change direction. Let that leg down. I've been sitting on my blocks. I'm going to move them out of the way. Rest your hands on your legs. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head go back. Exhale, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. Continue for a few more breaths. So sometimes sitting up on support feels nice, but with this movement, I tend to rock off the support shifts around, so it's better to just take it out of the way before starting these, at least for me, most of the time. And that's especially true for this next bit. We start to make circles. So inhale, come forward, go towards one side. Exhale, go back, go towards the other side. So still inhaling on the forward movement and exhaling on the backward movement. And maybe see if you can stay grounded in both sides of your seat. Try not to lift a cheek as you go out to the side. And just that bit of effort to do so, to stay grounded on both sides of the seat, is some more core engagement, some more action in the obliques, the sides of your core. Let's change direction. And then sit up nice and tall again. Let your arms disengage and hang. Lift your left shoulder up. Slide it back. Let it down. And your right shoulder up, back, down. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades, or if you like, take eagle arms. And if you take eagle, then reach forward and up with your hands and elbows. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cross the opposite way. Couple more deep breaths into the space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Rest your fingertips on the floor. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your head. Exhale, reach to your right, lean into your right hand. Let your head go wherever your neck wants it to go. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into a twist. Right hand to left leg, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind. And inhale, raise your right arm up. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into the twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let yourself unwind. Now let's go ahead and come up onto our hands and knees. Reach your left foot back, press the ball of your foot against the floor, send your heel away from your tailbone, feel that leg get longer and your hip start opening up some more. On an inhale, reach your right arm out to the side. On an inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. Feel that hip open even more. Bend your knee, reach back, grab your foot or your leg, kick against your hand, raise your knee, raise your chin, drawing your heel towards your butt. Release and exhale, lower down. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, reach your left arm to the side. On an inhale, raise your right foot and reach back. Bend your knee, reach the left hand back, and take your bind. Breathe into that stretch. Exhaling, release, and lower down. Step your left foot forward to your hand. Step your right foot next to it. Hang out, exploring movement here. Heavy arms, heavy head, soft knees, lengthening, all up and down the back of your body. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale out and up. Interlace your fingers overhead. Turn your palms up and reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift your heart. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rest your fingertips on the floor or on your blocks. Step your right foot back. Runner's lunge. Let your right knee down. Untuck your right toes. Bring your hands to your left knee. Lift your torso. If you feel wobbly, adjust the placement of your left foot and your right knee so you feel stabler, less wobbly. Exhale, sink forward in your hips as much as you want. Exhale, glide back. No, I said that wrong. I think I said 2 exhales. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Not a movement where that's critical. You can raise your right arm or both arms. As you exhale, sink forward, draw your arms down to cactus. Inhale, glide back and reach up. You can also lower your arms parallel to the floor, which I don't have room to do here with these lovely plants on my left. I see some people like to lower their arms down in front of them. That makes it trickier to balance, but it's another option. Maybe you want to make it trickier and engage your core more as you float up and down. Maybe there's something going on in your shoulders that makes it feel better to lower your arms in front than draw them down to the side. From the top of the movement, let's twist. Reach your right hand back, reach your left hand forward, or bring it to your knee if you start to wobble too much. Up to center, hands by your heart, and twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Throw the right toes under. Press into your foot to lift your knee. And let's just step the right foot forward. Come back to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Rest your fingertips and step your left foot back, runner's lunge. And let your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Pressing your hands to your knee, lift your torso. Stabilize as needed. When you're ready, exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back. And whenever you like, you can raise one or both arms and then add that arm movement in. Twist to the left. Come through center. And twist to your right. Come through center. Bring your hands down. Engage your left foot and your left leg. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest. Listen to your lower back. Go as high as you want, respecting what your lower back tells you. Exhale, rock back and up to downward dog. And do some pedaling with your feet. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do an invigorating combination of a couple sun salutations. One will be slowed down with extra breath added in at each position, and then follow that with a quicker, more fluid one, and then a nice pause, taking in the energy thus generated. Inhale up. Exhale here. And inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale halfway up. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale here. Step back to your plank. Take at least one full breath in your plank. And then on an exhale, lower. And if you come halfway down and you can pause here, inhale, or go all the way down. Exhale. Inhale, bring your heart forward. Exhale here. And inhale here. Exhale back and up. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale here. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale here. And exhale here. And then our quicker one, inhale out and up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. When you're ready, exhale, lower. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back and up. Inhale, bend knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let your hands hang at your sides. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. If you start to feel dizzy, please open your eyes. Just notice your breath, feel your grounding, taking the energy coursing through your body. Whatever other sensations are there to be noticed. And you can open your eyes if they're closed. This yogi needs a drink. Surprise, it's a hot and muggy day in Cozumel. As it almost always is. We were laughing earlier. We were trying to decide between taking a bike ride about 9 a.m. and a bike ride about 3 p.m. Open the phone, look at the weather app. Same temperature, 9 a.m., 3 p.m. So if you want to ride in the cooler part of the day, get up at sunrise or before. Bring your hands to your heart and shift your weight from one leg to the other. Let the weight come into your left leg. Set your eyes on a fixed point at about eye level to help steady yourself. Turn your right toes to the side. Keep that left knee soft. Don't lock it. Bring your heel in and up onto your ankle. You can stay there or bring your foot higher to your calf or to your thigh. And you can keep your hands at your heart or let them go anywhere at all. Free pose. There's no wrong shape for tree, except for putting your foot on the side of your knee. Don't ever push your knee sideways like that. But there's nothing wrong as far as what to do with your branches. Foot on the side of the knee is the one thing we don't ever want to do. Otherwise, variety in trees is wide open. And we can start over anytime, change it up anytime. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward and let your foot down. Shake your left leg and anything else that feels like it needs a shake. And what that is lately, I seem to need 2 shakes for each leg. Hands by your heart. Shift back and forth again. You never know each day how a balanced pose is going to be, how a practice is going to be, how the body's going to feel, and what needs a shake. When you're ready, bring the weight to your right leg. Turn your left toes out. Bring your heel in and up to whatever height works for you. Speaking of things we never know about, I just had a raindrop land on me. Let's see what happens with the rain. If the rain comes mostly straight down, the laptop is in a safe, sheltered spot. There's open sky above me, but there's some roof above the machine. I'm sure the earpiece is water resistant. I doubt it's waterproof. I can tell you from experience, they're not waterproof to the point of, say, leaving it in the pocket of your pants and then washing your clothes. I haven't seen an earpiece yet that can survive the washing machine. And I'm afraid I've done that more than once. You got to check your pocket. If your hands are doing something else, bring them back here. Bring your knee forward. Let your foot down. Shake, shake. I will drink again. And we'll play with another balance. Similarly, for the hips, a little more challenging. If you want to step over by the wall or some steady piece of furniture, so you have that there to reach out and steady yourself, that's a good option. So we'll start the same way. This is like a standing variant of pigeon. And where a tree gives us the option of keeping both feet on the ground, this necessitates standing on one leg. When you're ready, shift the weight into your left leg. Now raise your right knee, cross your right ankle above your left knee, and dial your right knee down towards the floor. Flex your right toes up towards your shin, like that. And then, like you're gonna sit on a chair or a bench behind you with your legs crossed, release in the front of your left hip, in the back of your left knee, the front of your left ankle. Keep pressing your hands together into your sternum. Keep your spine long. Imagine your elbows approaching your right knee and right foot or right ankle. Approaching is the operative word, not aiming to touch down. Some folks sometimes do make that connection. I sometimes do. I don't know if I'm going to today. I can see myself on the screen, so maybe one. There's one. I don't think the second one's going to touch, and that's fine. You can start over anytime here, just like with tree. Make sure you're breathing. Sometimes we hold our breath, and it doesn't help. It's just this thing we do. Let's inhale, straighten the standing leg, uncross, release, and shake. That's a very warming and a fun, challenging, and very wobbly pose. If you wobble, that means you're human. Everybody wobbles when they do that, as far as I know. Shift back and forth a few times. Bring the weight to your right leg. Lift your left knee. Cross your ankle above the other knee. Turn the knee towards the ground. Flex the toes up. And when you're ready, start to release. Remember, pressing your hands in towards center line stabilizes the posture. And speaking of the wobbling, I was having a funny memory. Some classes I used to teach in Cambridge, Massachusetts, at Pfizer Corporation. Employees on their lunch break. They were in this function room next to the cafeteria, and someone was just happened to be lined up right in front of me while we were doing this, and I was wobbling around a lot, and sort of gritting her teeth, trying really hard not to fall. She said, "Stop wobbling!" Yeah, if you're looking at something that's wobbling, I guess it makes you wobble more, right? One of the reasons why when we're in tree, it helps to lock the eyes on a fixed point. Inhale, slowly stand, unwind your leg, let it down, and shake, and lift it down. So let's first bring the soles of our feet together and leave a big space between the pelvis and the heels, like that. And then you can reach under your ankles if that works for you, or over your ankles. Walk your hands forward. Let your neck relax. Breathe into your back. Inhaling slowly, walk your hands back. Use your arms to help raise your torso upright again. Keeping your feet together, bring your heels in closer to your pelvis. Interlace your fingers. Hold your toes in your hand, and then wriggle. Shift the bones in your seat closer to the ground, opening your hips by tilting your pelvis forward. And some of us like to do that. Flap the wings. In yin yoga, this is called butterfly pose. Flap butterfly wings. That feels good to you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips, keeping your spine long at first. And just see how far forward does that long spine want to tip, hinging at the hips. And then let your spine round and let your neck release and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to the outsides of your knees and nudge your knees up towards each other like that. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. If your knees want to bend, they can bend as much as they want. When you inhale, think of coming forward. When you exhale, think of lowering down. Inhale, walk your hands up your legs, sit yourself up. And draw your knees up, plant the soles of your feet. Bring your hands behind you, lower down onto your forearms, and then down onto your back. I'm going to move to the other end of my mat and get out of the sun. So heels close to your butt, feet hip width apart. You can place a block between your knees on the middle position if you like. Pardon me. Press into your feet and inhale to raise your hips up to bridge pose. If you want a deeper heart opener, clasp your hands, reach your knuckles towards your heels, draw your shoulder blades towards each other. If you're taking that bind, unclasp your hands. Exhale, let your hips down slowly. Float up and down at your own pace. Now let's take a supported bridge. Pause with your hips raised. Put a block at the base of your spine. Lower down onto your block. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift up off of your block. Remove it. Exhale, slowly lower down. Move both blocks out of the way, up past the head. Hug your knees to your chest and rock and roll to massage your back against the ground. Let your feet down, heels close to your butt. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms up. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Let your legs fall to the left. Slowly bring your legs up to center. Let them go over to the right and turn your head to your left. Bring everything up to center. Cross your legs the opposite way. Let your legs fall to the right. Bring your legs back to center and let them fall to the left as you turn your head to the right. Come on up to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees towards your chest. Reach your feet towards the sky. Reach your hands up, grab your legs or your feet, and play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. If you have the space and the conditions are favorable to you, I recommend practicing outside when you can. Feels great. Sort of keying in on that as I sit, as I'm reaching towards the sky, I can see the sky. Of course, when you're indoors, you can still reach your feet towards the sky. Even if you can't see it, you can imagine it. Towards the ceiling and towards the sky is the same direction. It's funny how we'll cue things differently, whether you say ground or floor, whether you say sky or ceiling. I remember when I was first practicing here outside in Cozumel, I always see vultures. There are a lot of them there, they're endemic local vultures. And I speculated about lying in a corpse pose with vultures overhead. Are they going to come after me? No, they never have. Whenever you feel you've inverted for long enough, you can make your way to Shavasana. Any resting pose will do. It doesn't have to be that pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. We use this word also to name the state of quiet stillness and integration that we come to conclude our practice, absorbing the benefits of the preceding practice as we relax in stillness. You might focus on your breath, or you might just give yourself permission not to focus. Start taking some deeper breaths and moving around. Explore whatever movements you like, letting them get bigger and bigger. Take your time when you're ready to gently sit up. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.